Reggae interviews. Word sound power.
This is DJ 745 for Reggae interviews here at a very special location. We are at Wickie Wackie Beach with a man that needs no introduction. Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, musician, producer and humanitarian. A big welcome to Julian JuJu Marley.
Bless up, my brother. I give thanks.
Thank you for taking some time out, because I know that you've got a busy schedule today, and I also give thanks to Brian and Alexx for making the connection as well.
Yeah, man. Give thanks for that also.
So, look, I'm going to get straight to it. We are really excited to talk to you about the brand new EP, Colours of Royal. It's the follow-up to the Grammy-nominated As I Am album in 2019.
Yes. Yeah, Colours of Royal is a new type of project, new sound. And, the name really kind of identifies what the album is about. Colours of Royal is like saying other music, other genres of music that is inside of me, other feelings that we have that we did not bring to the world over the years. Now we'll show other sides of the talent, and the other side of the message is the same. It's all about carrying the messages to the four corners of the earth. There's no special place, there's no special people, and there's no special language. The language is love. So we bring this message in a different sound to reach to different people, to reach to a different audience. But as we said, this message is for the four corners of earth, has no partiality and no boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as they say, music has no boundaries.
Yeah, it has no boundaries. So music is what we use, is the tool.
Yes.
And it's the vehicle that we use to carry all of these important, heartfelt messages,
Yes. Now, I know that the EP has been produced by Alexx Antaeus, and you've been working very closely with him now for a while, I believe.
Yeah, over the pandemic, being locked down in Jamaica for those couple months, those first beginning months of the pandemic, music was like, we need to play music, and it was like, anywhere we can do an outlet. And that first introduction, to this project was meeting Alexx. And for Alexx to say, hey, you know what, I got this beat, this rhythm that we made, as a matter of fact, it's a John Holt song, and I would love to hear what your voice sounds like on it. I was like, well, John Holt is my teacher, we call him Uncle, because that's how we respect our legends and our teachers of the music, of the reggae music industry, especially all the legends,
Right.
So, Uncle John, I'll give it a try. And it was a good vibe.
Right, yes. To me, it was like a really bouncy update of a song that I know so many other people have covered, but you've kind of put your own personal JuJu Marley stamp on that song now.
Yeah, we feel it, and just, as we say, it's a song that we grew up on over the years, so it's not like you had to bust your brain. It's something like,
Yeah. I mean, the video to that was a great video. That was recorded at Devon House.
Yes.
What was the significance of choosing Devon House?
Well, Devon House is our old time, is one of those places that we say, as I say, I think them say Devon House was owned by maybe one of the first black millionaires, or something like that. So which kind of gives you that antique feel.
Yes.
Knowing that even the song was made, the original song, Tide is High, was made in the 60s.
Yes.
So it's like bringing the ancient into the modern and blending them all together and getting a nice mix-up smoothie.
Yes.
Kind of blend,
And that song itself, you held the Tide is High remix contest. There was over 300 remixes from producers around the world. What were your thoughts listening to some of those remixes?
Oh, all of them was great, but at the end of the day, I guess it's one. You can't really choose all of them.
True.
You would love to choose all, but for this time we had to choose one.
Yes.
But it was great to see the different inspirations and different talents coming out. To know what you could even do for the future with some of these other producers, maybe that didn't make it. Maybe we can make it on something else.
Yes. And one of your other more recent singles is Roll. Go on, Roll. It talks about resilience, heavy loads. Jah is my cruise control.
Yes. We have to be, every day we have to have Jah in our life to keep us balanced and keep us strong, because the world not easy. negative energy is not easy. It works every day against positivity. So the roll, when we say roll, that means say you are now. We're rolling. It's like an 18-wheeler. You cannot stop that on the road. And that is how we roll. And Jai is our cruise control.
That video was recorded at the Tuff Gong Studios. Some memories of Tuff Gong Studios from your perspective.
Wow. Recording Line in the Morning, recording all of my albums. It's like, wow. So much memories. Line in the Morning, I can remember Family Man Barrett laying down that bass line. I can remember Tyrone putting those keyboards, Tyrone Downey, Bob Marley from Bob Marley and the Wailers original, laying down their instruments, you know. So that is like the memories that I have seen all of these great musicians passing through, ending up, you know, being able to work with them until you find back your generation again, because the elders are, you know, the legends are legends. You can't always bring them out of their beds to come and play music in the studio. Sometimes I have to say, all right, I'll catch you tomorrow at midday.
Right, okay.
If I'm up at midday, because we were at the studio all night, you know.
Night.
So, you know, but there's so much memories there, you know, and we keep on building new memories also.
On this EP, there's the lead single is called In a Mood. What can you share about In a Mood with our viewers here today?
Well, In a Mood speaks for itself. I'm in a mood, I'm in a good vibe. Music is playing, the vibe is right, the rhythm is pumping, you know what I mean, and we're going through all night, you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's, you know, that's what we're... A new video, and it will be coming up, you know what I mean. So definitely you have to stay tuned and look out for that one.
True. Now, I want to learn a little bit about Alexx Antaeus. I mean, I understand that there is a connection now between Greece and Jamaica for this project. How did you come to work with Alexx in the first place?
Well, being in Jamaica, you know, he's in Jamaica, so he's like, he used to have a nice little Friday kind of session happening, like a stone throw away from where we live, like, you know what I mean. So go there a couple times, and he has a good vibes, and him just his vibration just open up. It's become bridgings, you know what I mean.
Right. Okay.
And then he says, you know what? I have a studio right behind that door. I was like, yeah. All right, let's go look. You go behind. It's like, oh, all right. And then from there, it's like, you got a studio. And you said we can use it and we can work, and so all right. And from there, music, you know.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're really excited about Colours of Royal, and outside of the EP project, a song that I really want to talk to you about is a song that you released in 2022, Don't Ruin My World.
Yeah, I mean, don't ruin my world. Every day they are ruining our world. You know, every day they are killing life. Every day is a shorter lifespan for the human race because of how we treating the earth, you know. So right now that song is like a protest song, you know. All those who stand for that cause of keeping Mother Nature alive so that we can be alive, you know, will understand that song, that message. And obviously you have some people who make billions of dollars and pounds off of raping Mother Nature and killing Mother Nature and making it worse, you know, making paper but losing life. What sense does it make?
True.
You know, if you yourself cannot even spend that money because you're killing your own self because you don't have an oxygen tank walking around, and you know. So this song is really a very important song, you know. And being a godly person, you know, you have to take care of Mother Earth because God created Mother Earth. You have to take care of yourself because God created you, and you know, also. So Don't Ruin My World, you know, is all about planting a tree, you know, planting some fruits, you know, and more trees, more earth, more water, more life, you know. Yeah, more blessing.
And this song itself, that was in collaboration with Everland, who are involved in forest conservation projects. You actually performed at a concert for climate in Stockholm last June on your Earthday.
Yeah. Yes, you know, as we said, no matter, every day is an Earth Day. But like, you know, it's very good to be on your Earthday supporting Earthday, because it's your birthday, but without Mama Earth, we wouldn't be here. So to do something, to be, I wouldn't want to be doing any other kind of show on that day. But a day where, you know, say, this is a very important mission and a cause, so let's do it, you know.
Okay, so JuJu, a very direct question. As human beings, we are all responsible for our own actions. Share some examples of how we, the people, can make physical changes in what we do on a day-to-day basis.
What we can do, first of all, one thing we can do, you know, what I notice in life, you know, every day we all complain, and every day we complain. But if you notice, every day you wake up, and every day you're still eating food. No matter how much we complain, you see next year, and you see the next year, and you see the next year, and you've been complaining. So, let's stop complaining and start loving and living in care and that perfect unity. You know what I mean? Stop this. Let's give thanks for life. You know, that is what I think man must do in this time. Because as we see, things are getting harder. And the reason why it's getting harder is because we're not giving thanks for that life. You know what I mean? So we have a God that runs things, and him not partial, you know. So tribulation is a part of the Gideon. So give thanks for life and love, and we can make life better. Yeah.
Now, very recently, you blessed the stage at Emancipation Park to celebrate what would be the 78th Earthstrong of your father, Robert Nesta Marley. It was such a special moment when your brothers came on as well at the end, Damien and Stephen. How did you feel on that day yourself?
Yeah, man, I felt great, man. It was a great feeling. As we say, there's no words to explain that feeling, you know. It's empowerment, you know, to give thanks and know, say, yes, we're celebrating a man that made it possible for us to be here. As is your father, he didn't have to create you. He could have said, no, not that day. You know what I mean? But that day we created, so it was a very special day. Concert was amazing, you know. Band, everybody, the crowd, you know. And being the first time really performing kind of with closer to like my own band, you know.
Right, okay.
In Jamaica for a long time, so it's great.
Great.
Yeah, man.
Good. Now, about a year ago, you actually collaborated with your brothers to make a remake of a big song, Cornerstone. That's probably the first time that you've all got together in probably a decade to have a release single.
Yeah. Yeah, man. From time to time, we always get something going. You know, the brothers always put something out, or you can catch us on a special show or a tour. You know, which maybe we might have a couple shows coming up soon. Marley Brothers, you know what I mean. But yeah, Marley Brothers is a surprise thing. It's not something that anybody can say. I want it. No, it's when the brothers come together, then you get that. You know, it's hard. You can't ask for it. You have to just wait for it.
Wait for it. Yeah. Well, you mentioned shows, so you've got some really big shows coming up for 420 Day, Red Rocks in Colorado, also with some special guests including Sean Paul, Protege, Steel Pulse, and I believe Michael Rose as well.
Now it's happening soon.
Yes. Okay, now, JuJu, I know that you grew up in Britain and also here in Jamaica. From your perspective, what's the biggest difference in terms of the people? Or would you say there's no difference?
All right, so you just said the only thing is difference is that we speak a different tongue. Or the sun is hotter here.
Right.
Or there's a bit more poverty here. There's poverty everywhere, you know, as you see. You go to England, if you go and see the people that are in poverty, you cry same way. And you come here, you cry same way, you know. So what we find out is that the people are all the same everywhere we go. And we are all brothers and sisters, you know. The only thing which made it different for me was probably growing up and being a bit more open and a bit more into different type of music.
Okay.
Different instruments, different sounds, you know. Because if you listen to like my previous albums, you would hear jazz and you hear some different style of music.
Different influences.
Yeah, because when you're there, you're hit by all this type of music. Just like, you know, you're hit by reggae and you're hit by the same, we call it weight of music, rock, soul, whatever it is. So it's like, that is part of, I would say that's why you have Colors of Royal.
Right.
That's one of the colors. Yeah, I mean, it's a color there. Yeah.
Well, look, I know that you started your professional career way back in 1996, and we've seen you grow and develop into a deeper artist lyrically, as well as musically as well. Share some closing thoughts with the viewers today.
Well, the closing thoughts is to keep on moving and pushing through. The music and the message is for the people. The sound only changes as to the times, but the message is the same from the creation of time. So this whole message what we have is to love each other, and keep on pushing that positive energy, because we need it. Every day we need more and more, and I'm sure positive energy brings joy, brings a smile on the face. So I'm sure everybody would love to smile every day, and how we smile is by everyone playing their part to add positivity to the world, to your day, every day.
JuJu, we give thanks for your time today, and we're looking forward to seeing you over in Europe with Colours of Royal as well, for real.
Thank you much, Majesty. Cool.
All right.
Reggae interviews. Word sound power.